everybody. I'm sorry we're a couple minutes late. You know my mouth, you guys, and I get to talking to Tanya here, and we were having fun discussing all this stuff. It's like, oh, it's 7. So thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. And well, today we're going to do something different. We're going to talk. I'm a little behind you guys, but I thought you might want to do some political questions because I've never done that with Tanya. I've watched Tanya do them, but I've never read with her on the political stuff. So we're going to have you guys put in capital letters any political questions that you have. And then we're going to do that today. And then tomorrow we're going to do personal ones for you guys. And then Friday, we're going to do the ice wall on our paranormal show. So I get to see Tanya 3 times this week, and I'm so happy. I gotta get a drink of water, guys. Okay. So let me see who's all here first. Yeah. I think I seen Karen in here. Where are you, Karen? Hey, Karen. Thanks for coming by. Do you see the thing my husband bought me back here? So that if I don't want you to see the room, my messy room, you don't have to. And I'm going to kind of put a few things on it. But I've decided I don't know if I want to keep doing my show up here or go down in the basement where I actually have a desk. You know, we ain't going to carry that up 4 things of steps, but we've got a desk there and then I can kind of block off all the Packer stuff. Oh, yeah, Dale was happy last night. Did you see? Sorry for Cowboy fans, but my husband's born and raised in Green Bay, Wisconsin. He's been born a Packer fan. And you grow up there, they put Packer baby clothes on you when you're born in the hospital. But they guess they beat the Dallas Cowboys by a lot. And it was like, I don't know what a lot is, but everybody, all the Dallas Cowboy people, my nephew's a Dallas fan. He sent me a thing. This guy broke his TV. He punched the TV. He was breaking stuff. They're crying because I guess the Packers were in 17th place and the Dallas was in 2nd. So they were like, the Packers, no big deal. And the Packers won. So I don't know anything about football. I just know when they win, my husband's in a good mood. So that's why I am a fan. I don't know I don't know anything about it. Me and Mom used to go shopping and we'd call home to see how the Packers were doing. Did they win or did they lose? If they lost, we'd stay and shop a little longer because we didn't want to listen because guys get pouty over it and maybe women too. But hey, Peggy, Reiki Master, how are you? So you're finally catching alive. Yeah, and you got me in my mouth. I'm just waiting for some of you guys to get in here. I was showing you my new little, what do you call this thing? Partition that Dale bought me for Christmas. Hey, Dennis Thomas. It's a balmy 5 degrees and cloudy in Laurel Highlands. I think it's about 1 degree here, and it was below 0 yesterday. My driveway is so full of ice and snow, and I ain't leaving till spring. I'm staying in this house. I'll eat cereal. I am not leaving this house till that driveway melts itself because neither Dale or me want to shovel snow. So it's a frigid night in Texas, Linda. What's it in Texas? What is frigid in Texas right now? Let me know. It's supposed to be, I need to remember to, what do you call it? Where you're supposed to turn your faucet on and you let it dribble so it doesn't, your pipes don't freeze. I need to do that. Hey, Mimi Rose, I haven't seen you for a bit. It's so nice to see you. I got to talk to you on the phone sometime. Catch up. Risa Simpson. Oh, beautiful goddess Tanya. And Deann, I get to be a goddess too. Thank you. I'll take it. I'll take it. Hey, Randy. And then we got Bookwitched. I like that name. Let's see. And then let's see. I see Tanya on there. See, look at her. Look at Tanya being able to just type hello to everybody. I can't do it, Tanya. I got to look and I got to say hi while I'm on here. I cannot type. Oh, you're a Packers fan, Randy? You should see our basement. Oh my gosh. It's like there is Packer stuff all over that room. That's why this thing I need if I go downstairs so I don't offend any Bear fans or because I'm in Bear country. I'm in Illinois. Everybody here's Bear fans. Let's see. Risa, I'm not breaking nothing. It's entertainment, nothing else for me. And let's see who else we got here. Sissy. Well, I got a few questions you guys asked me on my thing. So you all, type it in capital letters if you got a question, a political question. And I'm going to go on my little handy dandy phone here. Uh-oh. Is that mine or is that yours? The
Who, me?
echo. Yeah, I thought
Oh,
maybe sometimes if I have my phone too close to the computer, it'll make background, it'll make an echo. I thought I heard an echo. Okay, so says Candace, let's see, what do we got? Some Mary Rosart wants to know, does Trump have Lewy body dementia? You know, he's got something going on because he's but he tries to cover it, but he doesn't sit there and say, "Oh, I didn't mean that." He just goes with it, you know. Covfefe, for instance, he can't say covfefe isn't a word. So let me see. I'm going to use my pendulum first. Does Trump have Lewy body dementia?
ooh.
I'm getting yes, some sort of dementia. Let me throw a card on it.
Oh
You tell me.
gosh.
And this is for entertainment purposes only, everybody. You know, we're not doctors. We're just going by our cards and intuition. But yeah, I feel he's got something.
You know, one thing that I want to say about that old boy. This is just for entertainment purposes.
Mm-hmm.
About this whole thing about his smell.
Oh, yeah.
Do you find it ironic that what they call rich people is stinking rich or filthy rich? Have you
Yeah.
ever not thought that maybe that is one of you may have all this money, but your hygiene is the most questionable? I mean, it's just
Never thought of that.
it just came to me the other night. I was like, wow, if they always say filthy, stinking rich or stinking rich, and I'm like, wow. And then all the people who were like, turning up their nose about him, and all of the people who were saying, yeah, he really smells bad. And then you just think about how Melania would never walk next to him and would always like bat him away.
Oh, yeah. And you know what I heard, and this is entertainment purposes only again. I don't know if this is true, but I had heard and read that there is a guy who is responsible for cleaning his diaper, taking him and cleaning him up, taking his diaper off and wiping him down and cleaning him up. Would that not be the worst job in the history of jobs? I
He's a
would
grown
rather.
man.
He is too wealthy and too, la-ti-da. I can't clean my own. I can't touch. I might get poop on my hands. Let the lower class do it. I mean, I can believe that. There used to be that in France. They used to have that. People who used to like clean up and be responsible for taking care of the toiletries of the king and stuff like that. Then he thinks he's a king. So I tell you, Tanya, I will scrub the floor with a toothbrush. You can give me any job. I can't think of a job I would hate worse than that job. I will eat grass off the front yard if I'm starving before I do that job. Who we got in here? Oh, I got to check your questions. Oh, and I did get, by the way, I got yes. I got the yes with my pendulum. This is a yes card, and this is a yes card. They're both yes cards. So yeah. And let's see, and the Emperor. I gotta get my glasses on. I know it's yes, and it talks about the Emperor. Yeah, this is usually the Emperor. This is usually getting away with things, but they're both yes cards up here. And so what I do is I threw 3 cards, and I got 2 yeses and 1 no. So the yeses win. My pendulum said yes. So yeah, I believe that's true.
Oh yeah. He's in a state of mental decline, but he is also in an ultra stressed out state. This man has never this is the most consequences he has ever had to face in his entire life. And now he is literally fighting. He needs his lies to convince enough people to save him from the guillotine. Literally.
I know. And it is mind
If it
boggling.
wasn't us, it would be hilarious.
why people vote for Trump is a bigger mystery than the ice wall. It is a bigger mystery than mermaids. It is a bigger mystery than ETs. It is it is the biggest mystery that I will probably take to my grave, of how somebody like him could con, darn near half of Americans and get them to say, I would die for him. He could kill somebody on the front steps of the White House and I would still vote for him. He could be found guilty and go to prison. I would still vote for him. And it's like, what is wrong with you people? He wants to take your Social Security away. He wants to take away, your rights to vote, women's right, and you vote for him. It's like the biggest, what do you call it when people like cult? He's like the biggest cult leader that ever lived.
Mm-hmm.
And who would have thunk the guy who did Celebrity Apprentice and bankrupt all these businesses would get this kind of power? It just boggles my mind. You want to throw some cards on how he's feeling right now with all this going on? I'm going to throw a couple cards. Let's see. How is Trump feeling right now? How is Trump feeling right now?
Well, let me light some sage, though, because I don't just...
Oh, yeah. I got to spray my stuff. I sprayed some before I came in here because I knew we were going to be reading on him.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Hold on. I've got to disappear for one quick second.
You go ahead. I'll see what I get. Okay. See what I got. Well, the first card that came up, guys, was the devil. What are the odds that card would come up when I'm talking about Trump? So this just talks about him. Right now, I feel like he's feeling kind of powerless. He knows he is the devil, actually. But I feel like he's got these people, a lot of his MAGA people, chained to him. I feel that it says he's an obsessive person. I think he's in bondage with the devil. That man. If there was ever anybody that I would think was demonic, he would be one of them. Yes. I also got the High Priestess in reverse. So I feel like it talks about his selfishness and his repressed intuition. He has all these court cases going on around him, but still yet he feels like, he's the devil. These people are chained to him. These people that are chained to him, they're going to vote for him. He's going to succeed. And so he doesn't have very good intuition to see what's coming for him. It talks about him being very selfish and shallow, which we all know that. He's saying it's a misunderstanding. I'm getting reverse cards. He got the Ace of Cups in reverse. So it says he was unloved and unnurtured when he was a kid. Not that there's any excuse. There's a lot of people who go through hard things and don't turn out this way. But it says he was very unloved and unnurtured as a kid. And I think right now he feels that he feels it isn't fair. He's always the victim, if you guys have noticed, And it talks about the sun in reverse. So this guy, he's got an ego, but lately he's been pretty unhappy. He's been feeling pretty sad about everything. It talks about at the bottom of the deck, the Page of Cups, he's emotionally insecure. He's going to have some bad news. He's worried about the bad news. And how it just talks about what a childish person he is. I really think he thinks he can still get away with it. I think his intuition is so bad. He thinks he can get away with it. I think he is in league with the devil. I think he has demonic or evil spirits that are on or around or influencing him, that he feels he's going to be okay, but he's not. What did you get?
Well, number one, the first card I got for him is the moon, and this is where he is. All of his sins are being laid bare. Everything is being drug out for the whole world to see. He is being judged. The finger is being pointed at him. This is literally, and it's really funny, but I feel like he feels like the movie Scrooge, like when Scrooge was being visited by the three ghosts. This is what he's going through. Each of these different cases is a different ghost of his sins. His sins against different people, against nature, just against all of humanity. But what I've got for him, the first card I got is the moon. Things are being laid bare. Everything's being brought up, thrown up for everybody to see. The second card I've got for him is the chariot. Things are happening so fast for him right now. He can't breathe. He needs things to slow down. He doesn't have control, and he's not used to not having control. He's not used to not being able to direct somebody to stop something. And even with this case that he's trying to stop on Thursday, saying, oh, well, I can't make it to court on Thursday because Melania's mother is going to be buried that day.
Oh, even like he really cares.
I didn't make it to any of the other except for one. I didn't make it to any of the other things about E. Jean Carroll, because that's what this is about. But he wants to stop that because it's more, he's already lost. So all he's going to get hit with is another dollar sign. The last card I've got for him is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Everything is falling apart for him. He has been, again, consequence free his entire life. He has skated under the radar. He's only got his hand slapped. He's never been disciplined, never been really punished. I mean, the worst that they ever did to him was take his name off of a building. That was the worst that ever happened. He would sue people that he stiffed into the ground so that they couldn't win. He's a snake.
Yes.
He read to the whole world the poem, The Snake. He told the whole world, look, when I
knew who I was,
fight you, don't act like you're shocked. You knew I was a snake when you picked me up. He has shown the whole world what he is. That man is one of those demons that is a soulless being. He has no conscience. He has no empathy. The only thing that he has ever been concerned about is his own comfort and well-being. He has no soul.
And, you know, somebody had said that they were going to not watch because just in the chart there, because of thinking we were making fun of somebody with Lewy body dementia. I would never make fun of somebody with Lewy. He is a bad person. It's not I have a friend whose father had that Lewy body dementia. It's nothing good. I had an uncle who had that. So no. Believe me, I am not making fun of anybody who has that. It's a terrible disease. It could happen to me. It could happen to you. But the thing is this man has hurt so many people and does not care that, you know, what you put out into the world, sometimes you get back, you know? So let's see. All righty. All right. What is it? There's a cult been smoked. I'm just looking at some of the things. Let's see what we got questions here. Will MTG be successful in advocating Speaker Johnson?
About advocating out? I think he's trying to kick him out.
I got there's going to be 2 or 3 people that are going to get together and try to kick him out. Will they be successful? And they're going to be successful. They're going to get him out of there.
Successful in kicking out Mike Johnson? Yes or no? Oh, yeah. Yep, they're gonna shoot themselves. They're cutting off their own noses despite their face. They are sabotaging their own party.
Yep.
But the one thing that's really funny, because what my little guides are singing in my ear, they're singing the Bad Boy song about Congress. Bad boys, what you
What
gonna
you
do?
gonna
What
do?
you gonna do when they come for you? And I think that is because that's like I say on my show, that's a part of the script. All of those
Mm-hmm.
people in Congress who voted against certifying that election committed treason that day. They really want the whole world to forget that happened. The feds
Yeah.
will come for them. That will balance it. It will tip the balance of power back to the Democrats, which will put Hakeem Jeffries in the driver's seat for a short period of time. But all of this is, just remember, all of this is a distraction, you guys. So don't be so hyper focused on what is going on in Congress, because it is a show. It is to keep your head turned over here so you are not watching all the horrible stuff that they are doing over here.
Yep. Yep. They always have something when they're what was it? There was the cat, the cat, what's his name? The comedian Cat Williamson cat. Anyway, when that was going on, they said that they had one of the big banks was filing for bankruptcy. That they were having everybody watch this and having all this. And when the thing was going on, that there was actually one of the great big banks. I can't think of which one it was off the top of my head. I have it written down somewhere, obviously not with me, but I had read that it was going under. At the same time, there's things they don't want you to know. And yeah, I got, yes, the Wheel of Fortune is changing for Michael Johnson. And I did get that entertainment purposes only in April or May. I feel like him being out of there. And I don't know if they're going to put an intern, what do you call it, intern speaker, somebody in his place. But I do get Hakeem Jeffries getting in before the election. So I'm hoping I'm right. So we shall see.
Mike Johnson may be out before the end of February.
Oh, I hope you're right. I hope you're
Oh
right.
no, but see, that's bad for all of America if you really
Well, you're right, because we don't know who's going to
think
take his
about it.
place.
The only reason that Margarine Taco Grease wants him out of there is because, well, the only reason that they want him out is because he worked with the Democrats to pass an ongoing resolution to keep the government open, and
Yeah.
those, oh God, the maggots want to shut the government down.
Yeah.
Because Donald Trump, Biden's economy is too strong. Trump can't fight against that. So he needs the government. He's got to hurt
Yeah. Well, you're right,
America
because
financially. He
he
needs
did
the
it when they
government
went
to
on
shut
vacation.
down to prove a
Mhm.
point for a problem that he's created.
And didn't he do that when they went on vacation? He told them to go on vacation, and they came back, and I think he was really proud of himself. He thought he made a bipartisan decision to keep the government open, and they were pissed because they thought, they just want, like they said, what is it? Trump said he wanted the government to shut down. He wants the economy to crash because he doesn't care if there's a depression. He wants that so that, it'll look bad on Biden. I am thirsty today, guys.
Mm-hmm.
So
Biden's
let's see.
economy is too good right now.
I'm just looking here. What does it say? Fox News didn't tell their listeners Trump was taking Social Security away. They blame the Democrats for it. Right. And do you know, all my friends, they've been saying, well, the gas prices were better when Trump was in. Well, the thing is, yeah, they were. We had COVID. Nobody was going anywhere. We were trapped in our homes. There was nobody buying gas.
Yeah.
And of course their gas prices went down. But I know when
Nobody was
Biden went,
going nowhere.
right. And when Biden tried to get them to sign a bill, I heard about stopping the gas companies from gouging us, all the Republicans voted against it. And that's what I don't know. Why don't the Democrats say, hey, we voted. Biden tried to get a bill to stop gouging. Your Republicans voted against it. I don't know why they don't tell people those things. Let's see here. I'm just looking at the comments here. Would Linda say, you grew up with someone who appears to have narcissistic traits and fears rejection? My mother, very damaged soul. I know it's hard for kids too, especially that grow up with people like that. So, and I know that he didn't grow up with very loving parents, and his kids haven't grown up with loving parents, but that doesn't mean we got to let him run our country. He maybe needs to get help. Well, okay, so we did that.
A lot of people fail to realize.
Oh, you froze a little bit. Come back, Tanya. What did you say, Tanya? You froze. What did you say before you froze? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Tanya, you want to get out and get back in? She's going to pop out and pop back in. Mimi Rose, you want to know, there was a reader today who said the candidates will be Nikki Haley and Gavin Newsom. What do you ladies say? Okay, let me see what I get. And Mimi, you know me. I would never be trying to make fun of somebody who had some sort of mental type thing like that. It's just the things that he's done to us. He doesn't need to be president. Okay, so forgive me. I probably shouldn't have said anything like that. I don't know. So anyway, Mimi Rose, Nikki Haley, and Gavin. Oh, here she comes. Let me get her back in. Uh-oh.
I'm back.
You're back, but oh, there you are. You kind of froze on us. What were you saying before? Yeah, what were you saying before you froze? Do you remember?
I have no idea.
Okay, so Mimi Rose wanted to know, said there's a reader today who said the candidates will be Nikki Haley and Gavin Newsom. So what do you think, Tanya?
When did Gavin Newsom enter the race?
That's what I was confused about.
When did Gavin Newsom enter the race?
Well,
Gavin Newsom isn't in the race yet, and the deadline is passed.
Nikki Haley be a candidate. And Nikki Haley already is a candidate, right? Because it's just about Swami. I can't say his name, but Swami, or however you say his name, he's out. I guess, what do we got? We got DeSantis and we got Nikki Haley.
Yeah.
So, well, Nikki.
Yeah, that's it. And Trump.
Nikki Haley. One of the candidates, and Trump.
We've got a big lag on this internet connection.
Yeah. Am I lagging? Does it seem like I'm lagging?
But I think both of us are.
Hey, you guys, do we sound like we're lagging? I can't tell on my side, but have I been freezing up on your side? Yeah, because you don't answer me for a little bit. You're not hearing me right away. Should you want to pop out and pop back in and see if that works?
Yeah, you're freezing up. Like
I am? Let me see. Hold on. Let me go back here. No, I don't have anything on here that would make it do that.
Mimi says, I'm the one freezing up. Okay, let me go out and I'll come back in.
Okay.
Okay.
Will Nikki Haley be a candidate? Will DeSantis be? Will Trump be a candidate? Will Nikki Haley be the nominee? Will Nikki Haley be the nominee? Will DeSantis be the nominee? Okay, so I'm asking, will Nikki Haley be a nominee for president? Says yes. Will DeSantis No. Will Trump? No. I think something's going to happen where Trump doesn't get to be the nominee. I was saying, what do you feel? I'm feeling like something's going to happen that Trump doesn't get to be the nominee, and I feel like it may be
Yeah,
Nikki Haley.
the Supreme Court.
I think that he's
The
not going to be.
Supreme Court is going to tell.
I think so too. So Mimi, I think it's going to be Nikki Haley. I don't think it'll be DeSantis. I think that Trump is not going to be. I hope I'm right on this, but I think Trump is not going to be a nominee. He's winning. He did win Iowa. Let me get that banner off there. I know you guys hate that.
Yeah.
Okay. I know
Yes.
he won in Iowa, but I just don't see him. And I think some other states are going to try to take him off the ballot as well.
Nevada's taking him off.
Are they?
Yeah. He can't lose. He can't lose anymore.
I think there was 16 that were wanting to do it. 16 states.
The whole thing is, it's going to go to the Supreme Court. That's the grand finale. Is for Judge Roberts to say, no, you can't. You are not eligible to be on the ballot. And that is going to cause the culmination of everything, but that's at the end of the year. Now, when he's told he can't be on the ballot, that should actually be coming up really quickly, like March or April, probably March, but I think they're going to drag their feet on that till probably May, because there's an Easter's going to fall in between there. Watch there be some catastrophic thing that is going to take our attention away from this so that they can extend it out till at least May, because Nikki Haley is not popular. She's too Barbie fake. She's just, and everybody sees that she just says what she thinks they want to hear. There's no authenticity. She's oily, she's slimy. And a lot of people just don't want her.
Do you feel like she wants to be vice president, or if she doesn't make it?
That's what it's for. That they're all auditioning for vice president.
I think so too.
But she's not gonna win because she's going to give too many people. The diehard Trumpers are not Nikki Haleyers.
Yeah. Oh no. And Trump has said that, he said they're going to get rid of, he's just trying to destroy the Republican Party. He said that they're getting rid of the rhinos. He said 95% of the Republicans are MAGA, which isn't true. But he said 95 are MAGA. So he doesn't care about the independents vote. He doesn't care about what he calls rhinos vote. The Democrats, he acts like he doesn't even serve or represent them. So all he is going to have is MAGA. And I think he told some of them, that not to vote at one point in time, different ones. So, they had some guy, I don't know where.
That again.
I think so too. And he was having somebody that was, there was somebody at one of the voting places. I don't remember where I saw it this morning. They had like an Aldi's or a Kroger, a grocery bag, a paper grocery bag, and was having people put their votes in this paper grocery bag. And I thought, and it was like somebody, I don't know if it was a MAGA type person. I thought that looks really suspicious. If that was a Democrat doing that, they'd be all raising all kinds of holy heck,
Well, and all the cheating that was done was done by the Republicans.
I know. They said dead people voted. And then they found out that there was like a couple people that happened on the Republican side. And so let me see. There was a reader today. That was, we just read on that. So let me see. Okay, so what do we see? Sylvia Munoz wanted to know what we saw for Hunter in 2024.
Ooh, that's a good one. He is not a real political character, so I'm going to use personal for him.
Miss Crockett. Oh my gosh, did you see her? She let them have it on Hunter Biden thing. They were, and the other ones, they were talking. Oh, I could have jumped. I almost jumped out of my chair and clapped and yelled. She is great. We need more like her. You guys, if you did not see Congresswoman Crockett's, I think it's Jasmine Crockett, her speech that she gave, and then AOC, and then they were saying we should arrest Hunter Biden right now. And it's like, well, first you need to arrest this one, this one, this one, this one, all these Republicans who had subpoenas who still are yet to answer them. Hunter Biden showed up. He showed up. He said, I'll talk. You just want to make it public so you don't lie about what he said. And they asked him, do you want to question him now? And none of them raised their hands. They want to do it behind closed doors so they can lie about him. Okay, you seen her, Arlene? She is great, isn't she?
Let's see. You want me to go ahead and tell you what I got for him?
Yeah, I haven't even. I was got to talking. I need to put this down. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so we're talking about how Hunter Biden. Let's see. What is Hunter Biden's future? Hunter Biden's future is bright. I wouldn't be so worried about Hunter. This trap that they're trying to set for him is going to fail. Now, y'all just need to remember that the Republicans are doing this to Hunter to try to compare him to Don Jr. and Eric and Ivanka, even though they are not peas in the same pod. It's failing miserable for the Republicans. This is a grand show. Hunter, the first card I've got for him is the Queen of Swords, the astute card. He's going to get I've got two queens for him. He is going to be just fine. He's going to have to pay for financially. He's going to have to pay for the crime of being addicted to drugs, for the crime of being a human being. They are going to force him to pay fines. But other than that, he's going to be just fine. And all this stuff with the Congress is going to turn around and bite Congress in the butt, because they have set a precedence of going after somebody with these subpoenas when they themselves are guilty of the same thing. That turnabout is fair play is going to bite them hard in the butt. There's a lot of the word treason is going to be thrown around a lot in the next 4 months. And it's going to be thrown at a lot of Republican Congress people, especially Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Or Marjorie Trader Greene, some have called her too.
Yeah.
She's something else.
Yeah.
I don't blame him walking out on her. I don't blame him. He walked out on her. Oh, he can't stand a strong, what did they call it? Conservative woman. No, why should he listen to you when you did what you did to him? And then you did it again after he left. She did it once more. Why would he listen to her?
That's what she wanted to do. She wanted to do it to his face. And that should be so humiliating. But see, this is what is so disgusting about this version of the Republican Party, because they're not even standing up for decency when they call themselves, they were the party of pull yourself up by your bootstraps, and your word is your bond. And now they're all gypsies, tramps, and thieves.
Yep. I got that. They're doing this. They're doing this because the King of Cups, I think of as Biden. They're doing this to get to Biden. They want to get to his father. They can't find anything to impeach Biden on, so they're using his son. They're disrupting the family. They're disrupting his family. They think that they have, secrets about him, about Biden. And so they're trying to cause problems. They're trying to change things for Trump by look over here, look at Biden. I got that, Biden has let go of those things. He let go of those, the drugs and the things that he did in his past. And he is, he's become more emotionally stable. But I do get that he is going to probably lose some money over this. He'll probably have some fines and he may have to pay it back a little at a time. But I get that it's because they're in the bottom of the deck. This is the Knight of Swords. They're rude. They're just being a bullies. They have no direction. They have nothing they can say to defend Trump. So as they can't defend him, they're going to go after Biden. And they're vicious, is what they are. But I do get that Hunter Biden, I was worried about him going back on drugs. So I asked, will Hunter Biden turn back to drugs because of them? And he will not. Will he go to jail? Will Hunter Biden go to jail? No. He's not going to go to jail. I think he's going to have to, pay some fines and stuff. But they're making a mountain out of a molehill. For what they said is like, okay, you're talking about a civilian. They were talking about Biden when he loaned his son some money for a truck payment, for a truck. And he was paying his dad back. If you were rich and you had money and your kid needed a car and you could help him and they said, Mom, I'll pay you back $1,000 a month, you'd be okay. How is that a bad thing? They were trying to use that against him. He loaned his brother some money when he was a civilian. They went after him for that, but yet they won't go after Kushner, who took $2 billion from the Saudis, and they won't find out why. They won't look at any of the crimes of Trump, 91 federal and state, and charges.
Well, see, that's all the stuff that's about to come out. They've already leaked that. Trump took billions from the Chinese. They were selling off. They sold America off parcel by parcel. So everything that the Republican Party is doing to Hunter Biden is projecting. So it's literally they're audibling the play. They're saying, okay, we're guilty of this, so we're gonna blame them of it. So basically, all they're doing is trying to blame the Bidens for the crimes that the Trumps committed. It is distraction. It's to keep people, remember this, all of this stuff is to keep people emotionally invested, to keep people angry, to keep people upset. And as long as people are angry and upset and are feeding that energy, I mean, every time you got to resist the urge when you're looking at those videos to get into the comment section and start an argument with somebody. You are giving all of your energy to the chaos.
Yes.
Refrain from that. And if you could just turn the news off, then you don't have to be tempted. Just remember all of this stuff. Everybody in this room should be old enough to remember 20 years ago, our government did not look like this. There is nothing that resembles sanity in what is going on now. We are in the upside down. This is theater. This is a show. Please, y'all, understand that. They need you to be invested in it. They need you to contribute. They need you to manifest this chaotic reality every day. And so they keep us living in this fear and lack and uncertainty to make sure that we manifest more of the same every day. It's up to us to break this cycle, y'all. And it starts by turning off the news.
And the hard thing is when you do these the political shows, you do have to kind of know a little bit of what's going on and watch it. And I know my husband can't hear it. I'll have to listen with earphones, so he doesn't have to hear it because it really stresses him out. And I try to look at it above as an outsider. But there are times if you watch too much of it, it can drag even the best person, even the most tried enlightened person. It can drag them back down into it. And you have to remember what you said. It's like, no, I'm not going to let this ruin my day, ruin my life. They're not worth it. Now, and remember when I said somebody cleaned him up? It was Noel Kassler, Mimi Rose said, had to clean him up. You want that job?
Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. Caesar had a personal butt wiper.
Yeah, and some
Julius Caesar
Frenchman did.
had a personal butt wiper. I wonder if old Donnie Dump Trump is a reincarnation of that, him or Caligula.
I know one of them said, one of the readers said they thought he was a reincarnation of Mussolini.
See, Mussolini, and that's the thing, and people really have to know their historical figures. Mussolini was an intelligent tyrant. He wasn't just a brute. He was intelligent. Donnie is just a brute. He is not. I mean, he knows that he is bad. Donnie does not. He is a person. I'm going to keep saying this. He does not have a soul. He really does not. He is not one of the light. That is why it is so easy for him to look into the camera and lie, to just hurt people, to say things about his own daughter in public on multiple platforms, to openly lust after his own child.
When she was a baby,
have no shame about it.
When she was a baby, they were interviewing Marla Maples and him, and they said she was probably, the baby was about 3 months old at the time. And the lady said, now, Donald says, you have a new baby now, said, what is it that you hope? What is your hopes and your dreams for your new baby? And he said, I hope she has big boobs and long legs like her mother. I thought, oh my gosh, who would say that? What sane person would say that about their child, their baby?
Because that shows the only value that he puts in other people is, their physical attributes. But I mean, this man had his own children around Jeffrey Epstein, and not just Epstein, but around a whole bunch of traffickers, child traffickers. He had his little Ivanka and his little boys, because everybody seems to gloss over the fact that Jeffrey Epstein did not just take little girls to that island. They have the lid shut so tight on all the little boys that are victims of that island. Those two little island boys with the tattoos all over their faces, they are called island boys.
Island boys.
They came from Epstein's island. They were victims of Epstein's island. Those rich people bought and sold and traded children like poker chips.
It's sad. It's so sad. And in Hollywood, there's a lot of them there that do that too. Steve said, I thought that Hunter paid the taxes that he owed. He did, but they're going to find something on him. They're digging, but I mean, and that card could mean that it's about money, they're saying that, but I heard he paid them back too. And Sylvia Munoz says, I heard Congress received target letters from Jack Smith. Is that why MAGA Republicans are acting crazy?
The subpoenas are about to fall.
Yes, and I think MTG is going to get one. Yes. I think, let's see, will MTG get one? I think MTG is going to get one. What's the guy, Gates? Will Gates get one?
Yes.
And then I think the guy, Josh Hawley, he's going to get one. Jim Jordan, I think, is going to get one. They're freaking out. You think they're protecting Trump because they love him so much? They're protecting themselves. They're protecting their jobs, their power. A lot of them don't even like him. Yeah.
They have committed treason. Treason is punishable by death.
Yeah. Well, isn't that what Trump keeps saying? He wanted to put some general to death. Mimi Rose says, you're so right, Tanya. He has no heart or soul.
None.
Yeah, and it says Hunter did pay back all the taxes. Roger Stone got a sweet deal with no jail or indictment to pay back $2 million. Did you hear about Roger Stone that they found it had an audio of him telling his it was a New York City police officer. Let me get this real quick. That about that he was going to wanting to have some people Swalwell and some people killed. Let's see here. I'm going to put this. I got it down here. I was talking about it yesterday or the day before, but I wanted to read this to you. Okay, hold on. I got too much stuff here. There's too much stuff going on. Okay. Where is it about him? Okay, so yeah, Roger Stone discussed assassinating congressional Democrats. The audio caught Stone saying it's time to do it. Stone told Greco, said, let's go find Swalwell. It's time to do it. Then we'll see how brave the rest of them are. It's time to do it. It's either Nadler or Swalwell has to die before the election. They need to get the message. Let's go find Swalwell and get this over with. I'm not just putting up with this SHI, anymore. And then as the source told them that they believe Stone's remarks were genuine. It was definitely concerning that Stone was constantly planning violence with an NYPD officer and other militia groups, the Proud Boys, stuff like that. So I read on that yesterday. And I got that he would get in trouble, and that I feel like he's going to go to prison. However, I got to thinking about it. I don't know if it'll be singly for that call. I think that call will be brought into it. I think they are going to check with these Proud Boys and people he talked to. They are going to talk to this New York police officer, try to get him to flip. But I think that he's one of the co-conspirators of the January 6th thing. And he's going to go down for that, and they're going to bring this into it too. And I feel like he had his chance. He got pardoned. And a lot of these people paid for pardons too. He may be one of them. Probably is one of them. So they may lose that pardon, and then all this stuff is going to come up. So I see him going to prison. I don't know about you, but don't you feel like? And it's on audio. You can hear it. They got the phone call.
Roger Stone is going to prison. All of these people, those pardons, all of those pardons are going to be found to be null and void because he took money for them. He sold them. He's going to that's why he's trying to win that argument of presidents are harmless for anything that they've done, because he has broken so many laws. They are treating him with kid gloves again. The crimes that he has committed in a normal, sane government, that man would be exiled. He would have been arrested and removed. In any other nation around the world, a corrupt leader like him, once it was found that he did what he did, would have been forcibly removed. And that's what I need everybody to understand. We are not living. We are not where we used to be. None of this makes sense. This is all theater, and it is to cover up the real stuff that's happening. All of this Trump stuff is all distraction. Trump is not going to be the president of the United States this next term. It is not going to happen. And even though everybody's hating Biden right now because of Israel, he's going to be the president the next term. Trump and his cronies are going to face whatever slaps on the wrist they are going to get, but they will have slaps on the wrist. There will be some form of consequence. In the interim, our entire government is about to metamorphose. What we are going through, all of these earthquakes and these earth changing, all of this is to change our consciousness. All the people who are low vibrating, who are living in fear, are going to be suffering with this Trump show. Everybody else is going to shift. That's why everybody's talking about the grand shift, the solar flash, all of this stuff that is supposed to happen. And the way to make sure that you are on the right side of that solar flash is to let go of all this low vibrating, worrisome slave mentality stuff. The Margarine Taylor Greens, the Trumps, the Matt Gates, all these pedophiles, all these criminals are not going to win in the end. They are only the distraction for the elimination of a whole lot of people that is going on in other places. They are getting us to say, okay, it's all right for innocent people to die. Understand, while you're looking over here at Trump, innocent women and children are dying in Ukraine and in Israel.
Yes.
And that's what they are distracting us from. And they are starting a whole war. They're already in Yemen. So they're about to start killing off a whole bunch of brown people in Yemen. They've got you focused on something that does not mean a damn thing and not looking at the stuff that means everything.
Yeah. I've heard that a lot of times they know there are people above the president who know who the president is going to be a lot of times too, you know? So it said, C.C. Ryder said Hunter did pay all his taxes back. Yeah, we talked about Roger Stone getting a sweet deal. Said, Mimi said, yeah, you're right. He has no heart and soul. I heard Congress received, target letters. We talked about that. Let's see. Did anybody hear about this? Says, did anyone hear about some virus, something X? Have you heard about that? I have not heard about that.
They're dumping it on us. This little mystery thing that is going around, and most of us are already suffering from it. Like I told you, you can hear it in my voice. And it's getting worse every day. My ears are plugged up. My throat feels like I've swallowed razor blades. I feel like I've got a flu just simmering. Tired, just bone tired. Yes. We are in an elimination and extermination event. I ain't trying to scare nobody, but the doggone Rockefellers and those folks have already said the quiet part out loud. There are too many people on the planet, and they are working on eliminating a whole bunch of us. So please, y'all, please take care of yourself the best way you know how. All right? Wear a mask if you want to wear a mask, but realize that they're doing this to us. They're making us sick, and they're keeping us sick. And they is the government, the shadow government, because they're all working together for the same end. Protect yourself.
They were saying that, a lot of these churches, the reason that they supported Trump was because he got with some of these big, mega church leaders and told them, okay, I will outlaw abortion and get that outlawed if you will back me no matter what. And so they made a deal about this. And so he did do that. But now it's kind of bit him in the butt, because a lot of women do not want to be told that you're going to take their birth control away, or that poor woman who had the miscarriage, who they arrested. I mean, they said that wouldn't happen. You're not going to have a miscarriage and get arrested. So what's to make them? They've proven they'll do it. You have a miscarriage, and a lot of women have it on the toilet. A lot of women could have it at the gym. A lot of women, you don't know where you're going to be when that happens, and to sit there and get arrested for that and have to prove that you didn't cause that, she did get free. But imagine the trauma that was going to affect her for the rest of her life.
She sat in jail for a long time before they let her out, before somebody said, this woman did everything she could. She went to the hospital.
Waited for hours.
It's like, the whole thing is they are just trying to find ways to But these are all distractions as well. They are trying to find everything that is going to upset. Understand what it's doing. This is
And
about
it did
energy.
upset me.
This is it, and that's the whole point of it, is to upset everybody. And all of that negative energy keeps us right where we are. As long as we are all just mad and gritting our teeth and wanting to just fight, we are doing exactly what they want us to do. We are keeping ourselves stuck in this upside down place. And we
Yeah.
have to, the most important thing to realize is that it's a trap.
Yeah.
Once you can see the trap and elevate yourself out of it, then you're good. But it does require eliminating things. You can't consume garbage, and that means garbage television, garbage music, garbage food. We've got to be choosy about everything right now. We've got to really be conscious of what we submerge ourselves in and allow ourselves to be a part of, and what we're nodding our head to and agreeing to with our silence, because that's
Yep.
a big thing too. And that's what Israel and Ukraine is about. How silent are we going to be when we are watching innocent people be unalived just because some men say they should be?
Yeah, innocent people. It breaks my heart on every side, for they're just innocent people living their lives on all sides. I just, and but yeah, it's terrible. Now, Tanya said Tanya's absolutely right. Illumination Portal said, "Don't engage your energy with the circus. Focus on what makes your heart happy." Me and Dale have been watching a lot of the old comedies, the old sitcoms, and some of the even old black and white films, and it just takes us back to, just simpler, good memories and stuff like that. And so, yeah, my husband, he says, I've been watching this stuff just because, and we listen to music. And sometimes when it gets too much, we have to do that. We have to put on, I'll put on the Bee Gees, or we'll go watch Laverne and Shirley, or some of those old shows I used to watch.
Oh
Let's
my gosh, I
see.
love Laverne and Shirley.
You remember that? I used to love that show too. And I used to watch that every day. I think that was that, and then Happy Days was next to it.
Oh gosh. Oh, you know what? There is a great movie that just came out. I got it at Walmart the other day, and it is the Weird Al Yankovic movie. And
Oh, he's funny.
the kid from Harry Potter, the kid that played Harry Potter, plays Weird Al, and he
Oh,
does
really?
such a great job. Oh, if you want to laugh and sing along with the old Weird Al songs, watch that movie. It'll
What's
just
it
bring
called
joy
again?
to you.
What's
Just
it
the
called
Weird Al
again?
Yankovic movie.
And what channel was it on?
No, it's on a DVD.
Oh, okay. It's out on the movie. Okay, I'll have to check. Sylvia Munoz says, what do you see for James Comer and Jim Jordan? I see Jim Jordan getting indicted. Oh, Jim Comer. Get it.
Let's see, we'll do Comer on one hand, and then oh, are they all upside down? Or just
Get my glasses on so I can see.
okay? And they all came in upside down. That was
All
fun.
mine are upside down too. Jim Jordan. Jim Jordan. What's that?
Okay, let me see. That was Comer. Comer, I got a lot of loss for Comer. Things are not going to go well for Comer. Not going to go well at all. There's a lot of loss, and we got loss inverted. It's going to be loss that is going to be illuminated. A lot of things are going to be taken from Comer. He's going to lose. That may be his seat. Jim Jordan, we got imprisonment. Oh my God, all swords for Jordan. Look at that. That's Jim Jordan right there. Jordan is going down.
Let's see. For Comer, I got the world. So I got that he's a lack of success for him in the future. Repeating cycles, doing things over and over. It shows him with the Ace of Cups in reverse, something that's going to make him feel really empty and sad. Any detachment. It's detachment, something having to do with detachment, and he's going to have some sort of a revelation. But that can mean that he's going to be detaching himself from some devil, from some person. I don't know much about Comer to know what I'm looking at here. I know that with, let's see, Jim Jordan, I see him, partnering up with some people. I see that he with the I got the what is this? The Seven of Swords, the things that he did. He's going to have to get a hold of some people. Some people are going to have to help him because it's going to be found out that he betrayed the country, that he was dishonest, and he thought he was going to get away with it. It's trickery and fraud. He thought he was going to get away with it. He got the Magician in reverse. Stuff he did to manipulate the country, stuff he lies he did. He tricked people out of greed. Says he's untrustworthy and conniving when in reverse. Let's see, what else did I get? It shows him with the star in reverse, a lack of faith and in despair, being insecure, disconnected, and I see him not being able to move forward and poor self-control. So I think he's going to be, it says, a failure. So I think he's going to end up in jail. I think because of the things that he did, being connected to the devil, the things that he did for Trump. I feel like it could be some money that he took with Russia. It could be January 6th stuff. I feel like there could be a combination of things that he's in trouble for, but he's going to get questioned. What'd you get?
I had already read mine. Okay, I got Jordan. Jordan is going to prison. He's going down. He got all swords, and he's worried. He is, when he lost, he really needed to win that speakership to absolve himself of a lot of crimes. He's going down. Jim Comer is looking at a whole bunch of loss. He is going to get illuminated. I think that's who you were talking about. All the stuff that he did with Russia. Because I feel that all of that is going to come back up. The Mueller report is going to come back around. And Comer is in the Mueller report. And he's a bad guy. He's going to get found out. He's going to face a lot of loss. I feel like he's going to lose his seat. But there's a lot of folks going to go to jail or going to be threatened with jail.
Miss Taro D said, Deann stopping by to share some love and light to my beautiful friends. Love and light right back to you. I hope you're feeling good today. It's so nice to see you. I know we've passed our hour, but I want to throw a few more up here. Why do these MAGAs vote for Trump? Are they crazy too? I've got friends and family members and people I know that vote for him. I think when they go to the church is convincing them. He got a lot of these ministers to preach to their people. They're preaching about politics in church. That's not supposed to be. What do they say? Never trust a preacher who tells you how to vote or a politician who tells you how to pray. And so they're hearing it from their church. They're telling them about the abortion. Abortion is murder. A lot of them are voting on that issue alone. And I think that They don't stop to think about, what if it's incest? What if it's rape? What if she's 12 years old? What if her life is in danger? What if she has a miscarriage? All those things that they don't think until it happens to their kid or their granddaughter. It's the other people. Sometimes they think this happens to them, not me. But a lot of them are, I hate to say this, I think some of them are racist, just like Trump. I think some of them are, not, all of them, but some of them have a lot of money and they think, well, he's a rich man. He's a smart businessman. They're just, and they don't watch anything but Fox. They don't get any other points of view. They listen to him who says, don't believe what you see or hear, only believe what I tell you. And then Fox only tells you what he tells them to tell you. And they are told, don't listen to anybody else. They're fake news. And they have just heard this over and over and over and over. And they've been programmed to believe this to the point where now you cannot talk to them because they feel like it's almost like they put him up there with God. Like if you say anything bad about Trump, well, he was chosen by God. He's the chosen one. A lot of them think that. And they will disown you. They'll disown their family. They have. It's sad. And I hope someday that they become woke, as they say everybody else does, because woke means you're aware, and there's nothing wrong with being aware and not asleep. But I think that's why. Are you having trouble hearing me still?
No, I'm over here experiencing some things. I'm a sensitive, so either we just had an earthquake or there's an earthquake about to happen somewhere.
Oh no. So what do you think? Do you think the same, or you have anything about why you think MAGAs vote for Trump?
MAGAs vote for Trump because Trump gave them permission to hate. He even put it right on their hat, on their head. That red hat. You just take the letters of red hat. You get hatred. He got them to wear hatred on their heads. He has made these people identify. This is a whole cult. He made these people, he gave them something to believe in. He gave them a group of people to hate with all of their might. And look at who they've gone after. They've gone after gay children, gay babies. They've gone after anything that makes people better. Anything that is kind or good is what the GOP, or what today's GOP is against. They're against anything that helps people be an individual, live their own dream. They are against that. So it's a cult. It is a cult, and these people happily join it. It's ignorance, it's racism, it's just flat out hatred, because there's a lot of Black folks that are on that MAGA train, a whole lot of Black folks.
And Hispanic people too. I have friends that are Hispanic that are MAGA people, which I don't get. But have you ever heard that saying, if you can convince the poorest white man that he is better than whatever, whether it be an immigrant, whether it be a Black person, whether it be anybody else, then he will vote for you.
Pockets.
Yes, and empty his pockets. There is a saying like that. And it's like they think they know they're below the elite and the rich. So they feel like they need somebody that they think they're above. And if you can make them believe they're above other people, and now with Trump speaking out this bigotry and all this stuff out loud, you're making them think, well, I don't even have to hide it anymore. I don't even have to keep it inside anymore. And you're seeing people pick on Hispanic people, pick on people, for get out of my, just call the police. All this stuff you're seeing so much more of now because Trump does it. He's the president. He gave them permission, I think. Yeah. What's it say? Trump is exposed all corruption. If he had not come along, the corruption would have continued. Yeah, you're right. Spirits beyond the stars. In some ways, I guess if we got to be thankful for anything, maybe when he gets out of here, he has shown us what needs to be cleaned up and what needs to be changed. Because if there would have been a smarter man than Trump, somebody who was good at hiding the stuff, maybe. But they think that about him because he does it out in the open. It's not a crime if he says it out in the open. They respect him.
But see,
everything.
I have to that statement, he didn't expose any corruption. He was the corruption. I mean, exposing corruption would mean he would say, look at this is wrong. No, he did everything wrong and then made sure that he got away with it. Exposing corruption would be what happened to Richard Nixon.
Like a whistleblower.
His corruption was exposed. When he got exposed, Congress did what they were supposed to. They told him, look, dude, you cannot be the leader of our, you can't embarrass our country like this. You got to go. And if you don't go, we're going to impeach you. That was the Republican Party 40 years ago. The Republican Party today is a bunch of cowards, a bunch of shills, and a bunch of doggone traitors. And they're all millionaires. Marjorie Taylor Greene is a millionaire. Matt Gaetz is a millionaire. All of these people are filthy freaking rich. They are corrupting America, making harsh laws on we the people while they skate and get paid, absolve themselves of all the money they stole from the PPP loans. All of that money was forgiven. They are criminals. They are profiting from being in office. They are everything that we have always said is wrong with politics. But we, the people, stand there twiddling our thumbs and are like, oh, well, what are we going to do about it? And then every time elections come, these people survive and they keep their seats.
And he'll say, well, this is unprecedented. This is unprecedented. Well, it never had to be precedented before because nobody ever did it. Nobody ever did that stuff. Dennis said people voted for Adolf Hitler and Trump did the same thing Adolf Hitler did when Adolf ran. Yes, and there's a lot of Jewish people who said that he very much reminds them of Adolf Hitler. And that's how it started, trying to separate people, trying to dehumanize people. And Mildred said, how are other recovering addicts feeling about these attacks on Hunter?
Nobody's safe.
No.
Nobody's safe. You got to think, they are dragging a private citizen. Hunter Biden is not a government employee. What they are doing to him is literal. You talk about the witch hunt. That is the witch hunt. This man has nothing to do with our government, but we have the whole world knows what his genitals looks like. The whole world has seen his private texts that have nothing to do with the safety and security of the United States government. This is an abuse of power that we have watched and we have allowed to transpire. All those people sitting in Congress could have charged Marjorie Taylor Greene with, there's all kinds of stuff she could have been charged with for showing that pornographic material, not only in Congress, but on live television. She showed that to where children could see it. There are rules against that, but nobody's going after her because she's the distraction.
Yes. And she did it again. She did it twice to him, and he will sue her, I believe, and he will win.
He will win.
Hi, Kevin, loving vibrations. Let's see. Then we had, I'm going to get ready to go here. I just wondered, I said, I hope, that's what we were saying. I'm hoping Hunter will file a huge lawsuit. I believe he's going to, and he's going to win because that is considered revenge porn. And he's going to. Last question. We'll do one more. How's Tesla going to fare after all the dead car batteries due to freezing temps? How are they going to fare after all the dead car batteries due to freezing temps?
Y'all need to recognize that old Elon Musk is just like Trump. He is just a glorified freaking loser. He is another one that everything he touches turns to doggone crap.
I get he's going down. I get Elon Musk. He went down with Twitter. He's destroying that. He turned it into X, and I think he's going to screw up Tesla too. I don't
Yep.
think Tesla's going to do very well. My pendulum is saying no.
He hasn't fixed so many of the major problems that are with those cars. And then they're reselling a bunch of those cars that were caught up in floods. Those are the ones that are catching fire and burning people's houses to the ground. They're reselling damaged. Once those batteries are submerged underwater, you can't use them ever again. And they are repurposing stuff. They're cutting corners. They're taking people's lives in their hands. Tesla, Elon is rich, but Elon he's another soulless demon.
Mm-hmm.
I bet he smells bad too. Oh, doesn't he? He doesn't bathe, does he? Isn't he one of those that doesn't bathe? I do believe that Elon does not bathe. So
how
he's
can you not
one of
bathe?
them stinking rich. He's another stinker.
That's terrible. I never heard of people that didn't. But I got the Knight of Cups in reverse on him. So I get about him. He's a manipulator, just like you said, just like Trump. And he's a fraud. And I got the Chariot in reverse. He's got a lack of direction. He's not. He's got poor self-control. He's like Trump. He thinks I has money. He throws like he threw it into Twitter. He throws it into things, not knowing quite what he's doing. It says he's going to be a failure. He's not going to move forward. He's going to be a failure when it comes to doing with Tesla. And I get him going bankrupt.
He has always been a failure. He's just had so much money, nobody could really count his failures. And the scary thing about Elon's business is one bad solar flare could literally cause that entire train of satellites to fall back to Earth. One solar flare. That's how you think about everything in our little rinky-dink universe. Is all these weapons of mass destruction are all ran on Windows 98. One solar flare could literally that's why the rich muckety mucks are digging their bunkers.
Did you see Leave It Behind yet? I'm never going to stop bugging you till you see that movie.
I don't have Netflix.
I want to buy you Netflix and send it to you just for you to see that Tesla is. There's a thing about Tesla. The car is in there too. I want you to see. That reminded me of. Said Milu said that he's the next Howard Hughes. I don't know a lot about Howard Hughes. Do you?
Howard Hughes, remember, he kind of went
man.
insane. Howard Hughes lived the lifestyle of a hermit. He locked himself in his mansion. He only ate something like tuna fish and crackers. He was crazy.
Oh, wow.
He was rich, but he was, cuckoo. He was crazy.
Well, Dennis called him Alien Musk, who says the name I give him. Oh, that's funny. How did we get this? Okay, I want to put this. Well, you guys, it's been an hour and 23 minutes. I am having fun. I always have fun with Tanya, and I like reading with you guys. And thank you so much for coming. I want to tell you, Tanya, first of all, do you have any shows coming up besides we got one on Friday together, me and her on 7:00 on Friday, our paranormal show. We're going to do the ice wall. But any other ones you want to tell them about your shows coming up? And
I have my Wednesday Wilding Out show is tomorrow at 10:00. If time doesn't work against me, I'll be on tomorrow at 10 and Friday at 11.
Miss Taro D said, "Oh my God, that's such a great movie, Tanya. You have to see it." See, we got to all bug her until we get her. We got to get her Netflix. There's another one I want you to see on Netflix too. I'm gonna have to get you Netflix. Okay,
But
so
see,
I
that's the
am really
thing.
bad like that, Tanya. If there's a movie I like or a movie I think everybody needs to see, I will not rest till I make everybody see it. And then if they see it and they go, it was okay. I'm like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean it was okay?
But see, that's the thing. People keep buying me Netflix. I don't watch it. So they just take the money every month and I never watch it.
If you lived by me, I would come over, somehow tie you to a chair and say, watch it, tie your eyelids up.
Robot chicken.
I'd be taping your eyelashes open. Watch this movie. You should have seen me with Tombstone. I remember when Tombstone come out. I love that. And I'm not into cowboy movies, but I love that movie. And I made everybody that come in my house, I swear, I'm like, did you watch Tombstone? Never seen it? No, come on. I'd drag them downstairs and make them watch it. I'm terrible. Okay, so I got on the, let's see here. This is the 17th. I'm not doing the 19th, this Friday. Me and Tanya are going to be doing a show on the ice wall for our paranormal show. It's going to be at 7 p.m. Central. And then on Monday, the 22nd, I got Val Bradshaw from Illumination Portal. She's an astrologer. She's coming on. The 23rd, Kevin Loving Vibration and Susan Lynn, Psychic Medium, are coming on. We're going to do politics. The 24th, I'm doing a numerology class with Deb Zaka. I can't pronounce her name right. I'm messing it up, I know. But she's teaching me numerology so I can kind of incorporate that with my readings when I do personal readings for you guys. 25th, Fernando Morona is coming on. He is a psychic medium. And he's really good. He'll be on at 6 p.m. on Thursday. And then Friday, I am on the Cool Crone. We're not going to do our paranormal because a couple months ago, I pledged to go on the Cool Crones, and we're going to do some political stuff. And then Meldor is coming on the 29th. So I'm busy. So, but thank you for coming, and thank you, Tanya. And oh, by the way, Manifest will be getting our new oils in sometime this week. I've got the new labels. I've got some new oils coming here too in a couple weeks. We're going to have them in time for Valentine's Day. But look, this week I'll be sending a video, and it'll be informational, tell you a little more information, and we'll be restocking. So we'll be getting more oils in, and I'll let you know when we get them in. And also, Tanya, I got to point the other way. If you ever go to her site, please subscribe to her. She's wonderful. She's awesome. She's a great reader. She has these great sachets she makes. I put them in my pillow so I can smell them at night. They're for different things like confidence, or if you're sad or whatever, just whatever. Kind of like my Manifest roller balls are, only she does the sachets. So we do the kind of same thing, different ways. And so she has those, and she has some room sprays. She sent me one today. I got it. It smells amazing. Really amazing. I spilled a little bit of it, so I was putting it all over myself because it smelled so good. So, and they're really inexpensive too. They're really inexpensive. They're really fairly priced. So, and my roller balls, they have the crystals in them. They have the oils. And Tanya, I gave you one of these too, and you liked it, didn't you?
It is wonderful. It is wonderful. I have on, right now, I have on the Manifest, and I have on the Abundance. I have both of them on at the same time, and I roll them in my hand to infuse it with my energy, and then I roll it and put it on my head and shiver it over my clothes. It is amazing, y'all. She talks about how good my bags smell. Her roller balls are amazing, and they really change the vibration. And they work. Her magic is good, y'all. Her magic is good.
Well, I had some testimonials. This was my first batch of sending out, and I had a lady who said she was selling her house. Nobody was looking for it. She used the abundance oil. 2 days later, her house sold. And I'm not lying. This is the truth. She's a reader here on YouTube. I won't say her name. when she wants to tell you, she'll tell you. Then I had another one said she wasn't getting any clients, a real estate person. She said she used it the first day. She had 3 people call her, the abundance oils. You know, Tanya says she's been booking up and readings and they've helped her. They help me. They've helped me a lot of times. So, you know, we've got protection and grounding. And let's see, this is the grounding one with the red jasper. And then we've got the, got the green jasper, and that is for abundance. And then I've got the black obsidian, and this one is for protection, and this one smells really good. And then we've got some new ones coming out for Valentine's Day that I'll wait and tell you then. So thank you. Please subscribe to her. Subscribe to me. I'm almost to 4,000. I'm getting there. When I get there, I'm giving away 4 free readings, or I'll give away some free roller balls, something. We'll do something special for you guys. So I'll see you guys. Hopefully come see me and Tanya. Oh, tomorrow, I forgot, tomorrow we're going to be on. Me and Tanya are going to do personal readings tomorrow. We still going to do that?
Yeah, let me write it down so I don't forget. Yes.
I almost forgot.
Same time, same bat time, same bat channel.
Yeah, it said personal read. I'm like, what is that? And I'm like, oh wait, no, me and Tanya. Yeah, we were doing politics today. Tomorrow we're gonna do some personal readings for you guys. So come and see us tomorrow. And if we didn't get your question answered today and you want to ask it, go ahead and ask it tomorrow and put it in there. We'll answer it if we can get to it. So anyway, we'll try. So thank you so much. And you all have a really nice night. And we'll talk to you later. Talk to you tomorrow, maybe. Okay. Bye-bye. Hi, Tanya. Bye-bye. Thank you.